Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Live with Senior Trade Shows. My name is Mercy Jordan. I'll be your host for today. This is a Hot Topic live segment. We're featuring various subject matter experts discussing aging-related topics and providing resources to help seniors age successfully. We're going to have giveaways, and we'll let you know exactly how you can participate in the giveaway. We'll have two individuals that will be randomly selected to win a $25 gift card sponsored by Senior Trade Shows. And we have an amazing guest in the studio today joining us. He is a very experienced presenter on fitness, health, and wellness for seniors. He's the creator of the Ageless Living lifestyle, the book Ageless Living, and the Fearless Aging podcast. He has 38 years experience in this field. His chronological age, listen up, ladies and gentlemen, 78. His fitness age, 35. He's also a speaker and a certified personal trainer. A warm welcome. We're so glad to have you, Mr. Rico Cavalia. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we want to get to the secret of Mr. Rico Cavalia's success, aging gracefully, and we know you have a lot of tips for us today. Again, for those joining in, we want you to engage in the conversation by commenting below, and we'll get to your questions as soon as possible. We want to remind you that there will be giveaways, so stay till the end of the show. Again, you're joining us with Live with Senior Trade Shows. Again, welcome. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing today? How are you feeling, Mr. Cavalia?
I'm doing really good. It's another beautiful day here in San Diego, where I live.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. So tell us a little bit about what you do. Introduce yourself to our viewers.
Okay. Well, I've had the good fortune to be a fitness trainer and a health coach here in San Diego for the past 38 years. I think actually a friend of mine and I, we opened up the very first modern personal training studio back in 1982. And then from there, we first just started with fitness, getting people in better shape fitness. And then we realized how important nutrition was, and then began to realize how important, mindset was, because that's really the key. I think the big reason why so many people aren't able to stick with a healthy eating program or an exercise program is because they just haven't got the right mindset and to realize, what a gift your physical body is.
Right.
And that we're all here for a purpose, right? And so when you start to get that kind of a mindset, then you realize that your body is your key. It's the gift that you have in order to use to do what your purpose is here on this planet. So when we get people to understand that, then it's all about changing your mindset to actually believe that you can stay healthy and energetic all of your life. And that's really our natural state. What's normal today is all these people we have all these health challenges, and people are living unhealthy lifestyles, and they're dying way too young. So we have to change that around and not buy into that. What's normal is not natural. Naturally, we should be staying healthy and energetic much longer. Science now tells us that our genetic potential is actually to stay healthy to at least 125.
Wow.
So that's at least my goal anyway.
Awesome, awesome. Now, we know you have countless books that you've written regarding this particular subject matter. Give our viewers some tips on how they can practically stay healthy. And I know you have some demonstrations coming up. So go ahead, sir.
Okay. Well, my main book's called Ageless Living, and it's broken up into really 3 different sections. And again, as I previously mentioned, what's so important, the very first section, it's called the clear strategy. It's all about getting clarity really on what your life's all about. And again, I think that's really the key to actually taking the best possible care of your physical body. Because if you're not really clear on who you are and what your purpose is and what you're doing in your life, then you're not going to be really motivated to take, really good care of your health. And so when you take the time to really see what really are your core values, what's really important to your life, what do you want to accomplish, and what really is your purpose. So that's the first thing, is to really determine, what unique talents and abilities, and we all have them. We all have something that's unique that we can utilized to make someone else's life better. It can be just as much as being a kind person and smiling and being nice to people, or it could be, you know, some people can write great music that inspires people, or you can write books, or you can create great programs, or you can be a scientist. Whatever it is, we're all here for a reason, and we're all unique, and we have something great to offer. So that's the key right there, is to first really get clear on what's really important in your life. So that's the first whole part of my book, is we take you through some steps to realize that we all have these beliefs that are holding us back. We all have limiting beliefs about what's possible in our life, and what that we can actually accomplish in our life. And that's mostly just negative self-talk that we've learned from other people or from experiences that aren't really the truth, and that we can overcome any adversity, and we can live a great, really productive and life that makes a difference in the world. So that's the first part. You got to go through this whole section to change your mindset about what's possible in your life.
Awesome, awesome. And obviously in a season like this with the pandemic and things of that nature, it can be tough to stay on course, especially mentally. What are some things that we can do in our community to still stay connected so mentally we're healthy as well as physically?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to say that this pandemic is much as tragic as it is for so many people who have died, and the people who have family. But I'm hoping that people are, what's going to come out of this is, first of all, it's bringing people closer together, and we realize that we're all in this together, and we got to support each other. But my hope is that people will realize now how important your health is, because really the vast majority of people that have died are people who already had a compromised immune system, or had some health challenges. And so that's why we need to realize that our health should be our number one priority. It's the most important thing, is to make that a priority in life, to create the highest level of health we can, because when something like this comes along, if you're not healthy, then you're going to have some serious challenges. So I think the most thing that we can do is to realize that, and to get this message out and support everybody, and hope that people will get the message that we all need to make health really a number one priority, and we can do it. It's not that difficult.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Now, I know you have some demonstrations you take our viewers on, and so at any time you would like to do that, feel free to do so. I know, again, we want to tell you that we're speaking with Mr. Rico Cavalia. He's here. He's talking about how you can be bold and never be old, how to age gracefully. Tell us more about ageless living, the lifestyle itself. You know, sometimes it can be easy to say, oh, it's too late. To start now almost seems impossible, but what are some basic things for anyone in any age to do so?
Yeah, really good question. I really like that. When I came up with that slogan of "Be bold and never be old," everybody really reacts to that. They really like that. But I think that what I'm talking about being old is, I think that's the whole concept of being old really is that old is just a choice. You know, it's how you take care of your body, and how you think is old, and those are both choices. You know, so we have to age, but you don't have to get old in the process. And old just means that you bought into this thing that you're going to get old, and you have to act a certain way, and you got to, you know, you're going to need to take a bunch of medications, and maybe you're going to end up in a nursing home. So you have to get all those concepts out of your mind and stop acting like you're old, and believing that that's what's going to happen to you. So you just change your mindset. And so it's all about the belief system. If you believe that's what's going to happen to you, that's probably what's going to happen to you. So you have to believe that, again, that you can stay healthy, you can stay energetic, and you can. And so again, I think what's so important to people to understand is that everything is possible. You know, we can, no matter what your age is, no matter what your physical condition is right now today, you can make a commitment to make a difference. And what you do today, you know, how you think, how you move your body, you know, if you're getting good sleep, if you're eating healthy food, it's going to make a difference in how your health and how you're going to feel tomorrow. But on the other hand, if you just say, well, I don't know, I don't think I can do it, well then, and if you're not moving your body properly, you're not getting exercise, you're not breathing more, you're not eating more live whole foods, then tomorrow your health's going to be even worse than it is today. So I think that's the main message, that people realize that no matter where you are right at this moment, you can definitely improve. So when you begin to take on some things that we're going to talk about today and begin to implement them in your life, it's going to make a huge difference. That's the great thing. That's why I love my business and what I get to do, because everything that we talk about that we need to do, you can't fail. If you do it, you're going to get results. If you stretch your muscles, they're going to get more flexible. If you exercise your muscles, they're going to get stronger, right? If you eat more healthy, energetic, live foods, you're going to have more energy and you're going to have better health. So that's the best thing about it. There's no question about it. If you do these things, you're going to get good results. So doesn't it make sense to just say, okay, make a commitment and you can do it?
Awesome, awesome. So you've talked about making a commitment, believing in yourself, understanding what's important, and purpose. Tell us a little bit about community, how community has helped you maybe stay accountable or staying connected. Obviously here at Senior Live with Senior Trade Shows, we encourage community and community building. So tell us a little bit about how it's been important for you and how you stay connected to community.
Well, I want to congratulate you guys for your efforts and what you guys are doing, because it's so important. Yeah, I mean, the old saying, no man's an island. We really can't accomplish very little by ourselves. It's all about, and of course, and it's so obvious that if you were all of a sudden just alone by yourself, there wouldn't even be any point doing anything, right? What's the point of it? It's all about interaction, being with other people, and helping each other out. And again, it's my hope that all the things that are going on in today, all the social unrest, and it's a good thing, because we finally got to realize that we're all brothers and sisters on this planet, and the sooner that we realize that and treat each other as such, life could be so much better for everybody. I mean, sometimes it just gets me so irritated that we have to live the way we are still, when we could just be, everybody could be friends and could be helping each other and sharing, and it could be such a great life for everything. So it's all about that. And in my business, all the people that I get to work with, it's such a pleasure, to see how they benefit. But also it's me benefiting as well. When you help somebody else, you really get the benefit of it as well, because when you help somebody else, you're actually helping yourself. So it's all about that. It's all about how many people that you can reach, and how you can share it, and how you can cooperate, and how you can help each other. That's what it's about.
Awesome, awesome. Well, for those of you tuning in, again, we have giveaways coming up. We're speaking with Mr. Rico Cavalia. He is a health and wellness expert in regards to ageless living lifestyles, how to be bold and never be old. How to be bold and never old. Now, we obviously know your fitness. It's all about activity. And so we want to see a little bit of what you do. So whenever you're ready, take it over.
Okay, well, let me get my ball here. So first of all, I really want to recommend that everybody get one of these fitness physio balls. They're not expensive. You can go to any sporting goods store. They're only maybe about $25, $30, and you can do so many good things with them. And so first of all, I hope you can see, Stell, that they make a really good computer chair. So if you're sitting in front of your computer a lot of times during the day, at least part of your day, use these balls as your chair, because see, you can move, you can bounce, you can keep a little movement going, you can twist, you can do some things while you're thinking what you're going to do next. And so it keeps you from just sitting. See, one of the big things, I don't know if y'all have heard this saying, but it's called sitting is the new smoking. That's how bad sitting is for us. Now, at first we used to think that sitting was just bad because it's bad for your posture, you're leaning forward and your back gets stiff. But now we know that blood pools in your legs and it slows your metabolism down. There's a lot of health risks involved with sitting too much. So my first recommendation is to do not sit for more than about 30 to 45 minutes and get up and move. And what we've learned now in the latest science on exercise and fitness, it's not so much that you have to do really intense exercise, because here's the thing, even if you do 1 hour of intense exercise, whether you're running or you're lifting weights or whatever you're doing for 1 hour, but then what are you doing the rest of the day? You're probably sitting in front of your computer, you're sitting in your car, you're sitting down to eat, you're sitting down to watch TV. So you still have a sedentary lifestyle if you're just sitting most of the day. So here's the thing, what I want you to do is to realize you don't have, I mean, I definitely recommend you do some vigorous activity every day, but really you just need to keep moving throughout your day. Keep doing some stuff. Get up, even just do some stretches. I'm going to show you, in fact, I'm going to show you one basic thing that you can do really easily. It's just basically doing a forward bend and a backward bend, and you're doing some deep breathing at the same time. And this is going to stretch the whole front side of your body, and it's going to stretch the whole back side of your body. So let me see if you can see well enough here. I'm going to be holding on to just here like a cabinet. So you can hold on to something that's real sturdy that it won't move. It could be your kitchen counter. It could be a heavy chair. And so what I want you to do is we're going to bend forward first and exhale. So you want to keep your legs straight, your arms straight, and you try and get your shoulders below your hips. So as you bend forward like this, arms straight, legs straight, you're stretching all the back side of your body, and you're exhaling as well. So you blow out. Then as you come up, you tuck your pelvis forward so your body's straight, and then you bend backwards like this, arms straight, legs straight, look up on the ceiling, and you're inhaling, your lungs are open, and you're stretching all the front side of your body. So just do about 10 of these. So take a breath in, come down slowly, blow it out through your mouth, stretching all the back side of your body. And as we come up, we're taking a big breath in, and we're stretching all the front side of our body. So just do about 10 of those. You can just do that throughout your day, and it's going to increase your flexibility. It's going to increase your lung capacity. Now, really the most important thing for good health is to get more oxygen into our body. Most of the time, when we're just sitting, we breathe with our autonomic nervous system. We breathe without thinking about it, but we're breathing real shallow, just chest breathing. Just barely, our lungs are just barely going like this. And all the bottom part of our lungs is just old stale air is hanging in there, and we're not really filling up our lungs. So you need to learn to do deep abdominal breathing, or sometimes it's called belly breathing. So put your hand on your belly right here. And when you breathe in through your nose, you want to breathe way down deep into your abdominal area. So you breathe in here, and actually your abdominal are going to come out. So your belly's going to come out a little bit. You fill that up, and then you take it all the way up. Big sniffs through your nose. And now as you exhale, you blow it out slowly through your lips, and you pull your abdominal muscles in to push all the old stale air out. So it goes like this. Push it all the way out. Expand at the bottom, come all the way up, and then push it all the way out. See, that's the big problem is if you're not exhaling all that old stale air, that carbon dioxide out, then you've lost a lot of, that stays in the bottom of your lungs, and you've lost a lot of lung capacity in order to get the oxygen in. So every day you want to start your day off with some deep abdominal breathing. Maybe do the stretches I just showed you, and keep doing that throughout your day. Whenever you take every half an hour when you get up, take some time to do at least a few rounds of deep abdominal breathing. That'll benefit you more than anything else at all, because most pain and most fatigue in the body is due to lack of oxygen. So the number one best thing you can do for your health and your energy levels is to get more oxygen to your body and to breathe. So breathing gives you energy. It helps you to relax, and then you got to keep moving. Do some movement throughout your day. So I don't know if maybe that's enough demonstration for the moment. Was that good? Was that enough? Oh, I don't hear you.
Here I am.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Awesome. So I definitely, so I know I enjoyed your assistant there who was watching you, your little cat there. So that was awesome. But some takeaways.
Yeah, her name is Bella. She always helps me. Yeah, she always works out with me as well.
Awesome, awesome. So some takeaways in terms of starting our day off with deep breathing, making sure that we're increasing our lung capacity, getting that old, stale air out, more oxygen that helps our body just in general. You mentioned stretching and, doing some basic things to be able to go throughout the day to help increase our fitness and longevity.
I have a morning routine that I teach people, and if you I do it on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday mornings at 7 o'clock. That's Pacific time on Facebook Live. I take people through this little routine for about 15, 20 minutes. Would that be good to tell people what that is?
Sure, go ahead with that, sir.
Okay. The first thing is, before you actually get out of bed, when you wake up, you need to set your intention for your day. So have the intention that today is going to be a great day. You have to have that intention. Don't wake up and go, oh, gee, I don't know what's going to happen today. And if you have all that, again, it's all about the mindset. So just have that intention that today is going to be a great day, because you're going to make it a great day. And then when you first get up, the first thing you need, because you haven't had any water for quite a while, is you want to have a big glass of purified water, so you hydrate your body. And then you need to do some of those breathing exercise. Just breathe, take your arms up, fill up your lungs full of air, and then blow it out, as we told, that deep abdominal breathing. Do about 10 rounds of that deep abdominal breathing. Now you're getting your body hydrated, you're getting your body oxygenated, and then you need to do some little movement. And that's why I like on the ball, because you can just bounce like this. But you can also just do it standing up. If you don't have a ball yet, you can just do it standing up. Just bounce a little on your legs. Get some movement going. Get some movement. You got to get the blood circulating through your body. I lost my ball here. So you got to get some circulation going. And then I have a whole warm-up routine. Again, that you can also see this on my YouTube channel. It's where we go through the whole body, and we try and go through all the range of motions that we're capable of. So I have a saying too: it's move it or lose it. So if you don't actually do these movements every day, pretty soon you're not going to be able to. That's why you see people as they age walking around real stiff, and they can barely move like this, because they just allowed their muscles and their connective tissues to shorten up and get so stiff. And so then you're not able to do the movement. So we start with our head. We move our neck to the side, to the ears. You look over your shoulders. You take your head up and down, and then you roll it in a circle. So you got to keep your neck loosened up and move your neck through the range of motion that you're capable of. And then we just work our way down through our body. So you're actually going through the range of motion that you are able to do. And I have another saying that if you do it every day, you can do it every day. Does that make sense? No matter what your age is. If you're 100, so what? If you've been doing this and you've been moving and you've been twisting, you've been doing that, then you can do it every day. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Absolutely, absolutely. So we're learning a lot. We're here with Mr. Rico Cavalia, talking about how to be bold and never old. There's a lot of things we can do for our morning routines to keep us active, to keep our muscles engaged, to keep our lungs at full capacity and things of that nature. If you have any other points of demonstrations in terms of movements for the lower body or the arms, whether sitting and standing, feel free to do any demonstrations.
Okay. Yeah. Again, I wish I was at a studio, where we could really show the whole body and do everything really well. But I guess this is the best we can do. Well, let me just stand up, then I'll show you a couple things. I guess I'm not too far away. You can still see me.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So once you loosen up your neck, then another real good one is to take your hands, clasp your hands behind your head, and then you take a big breath in, and you squeeze your shoulder blades, and take a big breath in. And then bring your elbows together. So you're working on the muscles of your back, you're stretching the muscles of your chest, and you're always doing some more breathing. And then you take your arms out, straight out, and you rotate your shoulders all the way back as far as they can go, and then go the other way. So again, we're just taking our whole body through range of motion. All simple, easy things to do. You just have to do it. Once you get the habit of it, you won't want to start your day without it, because it just feels so good and warms you up. And then we're just moving our arms up about 6 inches. toning up the arms, getting some blood flow down through the arms. And then we go down for about 10 counts. And then we go in circles, just do some shoulder circles. And the other way. So now we've loosened up our neck and our shoulders a bit. Now we're going to do a little side bend. You want to keep a nice straight alignment and posture. And just bend to the side. Just slide yourself down. Just real basic movement that we're capable of. And now these are just warm-up routines. So it's not really stretching. So just go nice and easy. See how you feel. You never want to have any sharp pains or anything. Just trying to loosen up. And then take your arms up, your elbows out, and just twist. Just take it around. Again, just nice, smooth, gentle movements. It should feel nice and good. It should feel good. And so now we're doing trunk rotation, another movement that we're capable of. But again, if you don't do this, pretty soon you won't be able to. And then I like to do this one where you put your hands around in your back, clasp your fingers together, stretch it up, and then bend your knees slightly, and then just kind of roll down real slowly, nice, one vertebrae at a time, and just try to put your nose toward your knees. And then as you come up, use the feeling of using those strong abdominal muscles to pull yourself up instead of your back muscles. So it's a whole different feeling. You always want to protect your back and use those abdominal muscles to come up. Okay, now we're just going to loosen up our whole pelvic and our hip area. So you're just going to tilt your pelvis back like this, and then just let go. Just tilt back. And we hold a lot of tension in our hips and our pelvis area. So you just got to move it. You just got to get that tension out. And this actually feels really good. And again, if you don't do this movement, pretty soon you're not going to be able to. And then we just do hip circles. You just roll in a big circle like this. Again, these are all things that everybody can do. And once you establish this habit, it'll just feel so good. You'll feel so much better, so more flexible, so much more alive that you won't want to leave home without it. That's what it is. Okay, like this. And then just the basic one. Now balance is all in the hips. This is so important as we age because so many people begin to lose their balance. But balance is all in the hips. So it's all about shifting the weight from one hip into the down leg, and then you should be able to bring the other leg up. So just work on things like this where you just bring in your leg up and just practice it. If it's a little difficult at first, then make sure you're nearby something that you can hold on to if you lose your balance. But it's so important to work on your balance. And then just practice shifting the weight over and bring your leg up. And then just bring it up and down. Work on your balance. And also, so now we're warming up our hip muscles too as well. So there's so many different movements that you can do, but just do some basic things like this. And then we're just going to go up on our toes. So now we're working our ankles and our shins and our feet. So the whole idea is just to move everything you can in your body. Just got to get up early enough to take the time to do this little morning routine where you drink, you breathe, and you move your body. And then the other important thing is to set your intention of what you want to accomplish in this day. So what I always do is have the intention and the visualization of what the most important thing that I'm going to do today. And so just you close your eyes and just focus on that thing and see it in your mind's eye and see it just happening just the way you want it to be. Now you might be, if you just now have committed to trying to eat healthier food and to exercising, then maybe you're going to see yourself actually going out and do some exercise. Or you're going to see yourself not going to that fast food restaurant, and you're going to see yourself eating some real healthy, natural foods. And just visualize that in your mind's eye. Okay, here's a real, actually, I want to show people this. This is so interesting. I'm sure most people have heard or know something about visualization, but if you don't really know about it and you don't really know if it works or not, it's a little exercise. What you do, you can do it sitting or standing. You hold your arms straight out in front like this, and then you just turn as far as you can. And then note on the wall how far you went, okay? And then you come back. I'm sorry, I forgot to say, No, I got it right. That's right. Just turn and do that. Okay, and now close your eyes and just visualize you doing that same movement, but this time visualize that you're going a lot farther than you went the first time. So just visualize yourself turning a lot farther, and then come back, open your eyes, and now do it again. Now turn again, and I guarantee you, you're going to turn a lot farther. So that's just a really kind of cool example that shows you how powerful the visualization is. So that's a really important thing to start your day. And it may be something really important for your business or whatever, but just visualize things going exactly the way you want it to go. So that, again, that's a big part of mental wellness, you know. So you want to program yourself for things to turn out well.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, for you, how is it for you? What was the shift for you in terms of saying that this is what I want to do? I'm going to commit myself to being consistent, visualizing, implementing, and strategizing. So longevity is the goal, old and bold.
Well, after I think I mentioned that we opened up this first modern personal training studio in 1982, and the very next year, 1983, my father died of lung cancer. Now, he was a real healthy person, but he smoked cigarettes for like 60 years. You know, he was, poor kid, grew up in the Depression, and in those days nobody knew how bad smoking was for you. And so he died, and he like I say, it was so sad because he was like he was still energetic. He could run fast and do things, but he just smoked, and then all of a sudden it just hit him, and he just died. So then that really woke me up, and that's when I committed. I said, first of all, I don't want this to happen to me, and I don't want it to happen to anybody else. So that's why I realized how important your health really was, and what can happen to you, and how fragile our life can be. So that's when I committed to really learning all I could about the requirements of the body and what we need to do to stay healthy, and so we can live a long, productive, and joyful life.
Awesome. And it's something all of us can do. Anyone can implement as well. But if there's a need for encouragement or a system, I believe you have programs that you have established to be able to assist seniors in living agelessly. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, first of all, I would recommend you go to my main website, agelessliving.lifestyle.com, and maybe get a copy. I have them both in an ebook or in a hard copy. It's called Ageless Living. It's again a complete mind, body, and spiritual wellness system that takes you through each program. The clear strategy, the care strategies, how to take care of your physical body with exercise and the proper diet and sleep. And then the third part is called the CAN strategy. It gives you ideas and ways and systems where you actually can implement it. It's one thing to have the knowledge, but if you don't implement it, it doesn't do you good. And then I would recommend, I have another website. It's called Be Bold, Never Be Old. And it's an online wellness club. And you can actually join that club for just $1 for the first 30 days to check it out. And you'll get 4 personal training videos from me that I think will be really helpful for you. And then after that, it's only like, I think it's $20 a month. And you get a lot of support materials, but you get training videos from me on all different aspects of wellness. So those are the main things I would recommend people to do.
Awesome, awesome. And so if you can repeat some of the ways that people can stay connected with you, some contact information or any kind of links or tags, feel free to do so.
Well, if you want to contact me, and also I do offer everybody a free, it's not a consultation, it's a coaching session. So get a hold of me. You can contact me at Rico C and then at agelessliving.lifestyle.com. Send me an email and we can set up a time. And I'll actually give you. You can tell me what issues you're having, or what challenges you're having. I'll help you all I can to get you going on the right track. And then I do remote personal training. I can do remote personal training. And then also I have my podcast called Fearless Aging Podcast, which is free. You can find that on almost anywhere you get podcasts, on iTunes or iHeartRadio and all those things. Just Google Fearless Aging Podcast. So I give a lot of podcasts myself, and I interview some really great wellness people. So yeah, my podcast, and I'll offer a free coaching session, and then and my websites.
Awesome. And so we have some people commenting. Again, if you're making any comments or have any questions or things of that nature, we will respond and get back to you. See if there's any at this time. Again, feel free to comment. We will have some are mentioning the giveaways. We will have the giveaways, so stay tuned till the end of the show so that we can let you know more about the giveaways. Again, we're speaking with Mr. Rico Cavalia. He is an expert on wellness for seniors, health, fitness, and wellness for seniors. He is the author of Ageless Living and the Fearless Aging podcast. And I'm still blown away by this chronological age versus fitness age. 78, yet he is at a fitness age of 35. He's been taking us through some demonstrations, some basic practical things that we can do at home. And obviously when things open up, things that we can do basically. So again, remind our viewers of where they can link up to you online, your websites, your books.
Okay. At ageleslivinglifestyle.com, at BeBoldNeverBeOld.com, and then my Fearless Aging podcast. I want to say one thing I think is so important. The most important thing is, I mean, you don't have to be as fit as I am. I mean, that's my business, and I've been doing it for all these years. So that's not what's important. The important thing is to at least get yourself as fit as you need to be to suit your personal lifestyle. You know, if you want to climb mountains, then you got to be a lot fitter, right? But if you just want to play with your grandkids, or be able to have mostly pain-free and be able to move and do go dancing or something, then just do what you need to do in order to do what suits your particular lifestyle. You don't have to be nearly as fit as I am. That's not the important thing. The important thing is to take care of your health and be as fit as you want to be, that suits your particular lifestyle.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And anyone can start today, wherever they are, visualizing, committing to what they want to do with their health and with their fitness. Like you've mentioned, you've gone through some if you want to recap some of the tips you mentioned about what you can do on a daily basis before we close out, go ahead and do so, and any other call to action for our viewers.
Okay. Well, the first thing is to change your mindset, is to have the mindset that what's normal today in today's society of people getting old, and mostly so many people end up in a nursing home and dying at around 80 years old. That's normal. That's not natural. Our natural, our genetic potential is to stay healthy to at least 125. So first of all, change your mindset. Believe that you can stay healthy and energetic all of your life, and that's the very first step. And then the next step is to just begin to do some of the things that we already know they're proven will make a huge difference. That's breathing, getting more oxygen, learn how to do some deep abdominal breathing. Make sure you're drinking purified water and hydrating. We didn't have a chance in this session to talk about nutrition or food yet, which is a very complex subject. Maybe we'll have me back again. We'll talk about nutrition and food. So I also would highly recommend that if you need some help, now there's lots of personal trainers out there. There's nutritionists, there's wellness, there's health coaches. So take advantage of that these days. There's so many people out there that can help you. There's so many things online these days that you can learn. So there's no excuse for not getting the knowledge and educating yourself on how best to care for that amazing gift you have, your physical body. Make that your priority, and it'll serve you well.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Rico Cavalia. We thank you so much for sharing with our viewers about how to be bold and never old. Again, agelessliving.com, agelesslivingLifestyle.com,
Yes.
And you have another website. He said, move it or lose it. That was the word for the week. And we want to remind all of our viewers, if you're tuning in, we will have 2 individuals that will be selected through a random process to win a $25 gift card sponsored by Senior Trade Shows. So some of the steps to be able to do so, like the Facebook page Senior Trade Shows. Second, go to the Facebook page, Senior Trade Shows, and subscribe to the newsletter that's out there. There will be a link where you can subscribe to get updates on events, live shows, health tips, and opportunities to win more prizes throughout the month. You can also join the online senior community for seniors by seniors, where there's vetted subject matter experts such as Mr. Rico Cavalia that we invite to come and speak. And then we will let you know via email who our winners are for today. Again, for those that want to sponsor or join, there's information as well how you can contact and be a part of the community. We want to thank everyone that tuned in today. We thank you so much, Mr. Cavalia, and we look forward to the next show. Again, a reminder for those that will be contacted as winners for today, you will be contacted directly via email or Facebook about your being a winner for the $25 gift card. This is courtesy of Senior Trade Shows. We also want to remind you to tune in on Wednesday, July 1st for our next live segment. We come on every other Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. noon on Facebook Live. Potential sponsors. You can partner with Live with Senior Trade Shows or be featured as subject matter experts. You can send inquiries to info@seniortradeshows.com or call 1-855-238-7274. Again, this is Live with Senior Trade Shows. Thank you so much for joining us. Till next time, this is Mercy Jordan. Take care and be well.